The U.S. Department of Education is now investigating Harvard after a complaint was filed that the university did not protect pro-Palestinian students from targeted racism and harassment.
The Muslim Legal Fund submitted the filing on behalf of over a dozen students, claiming they have been, quote, chased, stalked, and hounded by doxing trucks on campus. NBC's Stephen Romo reports.
You see your face, your name on a truck just right outside your residential area, and that's really frightening.
These Harvard students asked us to call them Nina and Zara. They spoke to us on the condition of anonymity. They say they've already been doxxed. That's a form of cyberbullying using online information to target specific individuals. And now they fear more threats.
I have to warn you, I think. These are really hurtful to read, but also hear. One comment: expose these cockroaches for who they are.
Why don't you commit suicide? And then some extremely explicit language about what they would want to do to my corpse after that.
Nina and Zara are some of the hundreds of students who've appeared on Accuracy in Media's billboard trucks around college campuses since the start of the Israel-Hamas war. During the last 3 months of 2023, there was an increase in incidents of hate, according to the Council on American Islamic Relations, reporting 3,578 complaints of Islamophobic incidents, and the Anti-Defamation League saying it tracked 3,291 anti-Semitic incidents. Some of these incidents targeting Jewish college students, even drawing the attention of law enforcement, including a Cornell University student being federally charged with making anti-Semitic threats online, and a 19-year-old being charged with assault for allegedly using a stick to hit a person who was handing out flyers of Israeli hostages near Columbia's campus.
We've been getting death threats this entire time.
Miriam is a Palestinian-American member of Columbia's Students for Justice in Palestine, or SJP. Soph is a member of Columbia's Jewish Voice for Peace.
When we warn them 2 weeks beforehand that the doxing trucks are coming and ask for help, nothing happens.
Miriam and Soph haven't been doxxed, but chose to cover their faces before demonstrating out of fear that it will happen to them. Adam Gillette, president of Accuracy in Media, says he doesn't consider his trucks doxing because the information used is available online.
Do you see putting their faces on the truck as bullying?
I think it's important to hold them accountable for their actions, and that's what we're doing.
But it's not just the truck. There are entire websites keeping profiles of students they say are engaging in, quote, anti-Semitic activity.
These warnings have been happening for years to our students, to our communities, in that they have to be careful how they even state things.
Some of these sites have been active since 2014. One website with profiles for Nina and Zara accused them of anti-Semitism. NBC News didn't see evidence of calls for violence against the Jewish community on their profiles. Instead, Nina's profile lists statements she's made online, including calling Gaza an open-air prison and referring to Israel as a colonial military project that's built on and continues to perpetuate the ethnic cleansing of Palestinian people. Zara's profile doesn't point to any statements she's made and instead lists student organizations she's a part of.
When it starts definitionally, where you can define anti-Semitism as speaking up for Palestinians, that's really dangerous.
Harvard's saying staff members have reached out to students who've received threats or who've been doxxed, offering individualized attention along with many resources on the school's website. Columbia says it started a doxing resource group with services like data scrubbing to help the students who've been targeted. Students and experts we spoke with say these campaigns take the focus off more than Islamophobia.
There is real anti-Semitism occurring that is not getting attended to because all of these false accusations of anti-Semitism are happening.
Soph says they faced backlash for advocating for Palestinians as a Jewish person.
You don't support Israel, that makes you like a fake Jew and you want an end to our people. It can feel very hurtful when it's coming from like a community you've grew up in.
Miriam and Soph decided to reveal their identities, no longer wanting to be silenced and hoping to put a face to the cause they're fighting for.
We are done hiding.
We're all just like trying to humanize ourselves, and we're constantly seen as terrorists, as not human animals in the words of Israeli government officials. And so then we're also facing this on our own campuses in the US. Like it feels like I just can't escape it.
Stephen Romo, NBC News.